I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
And we are the Inner Idiot.
The following podcast has strong language, violence, and other things you probably shouldn't let your children listen to. Please enjoy. Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
Hey, drop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing. It ain't wet from sweating. We ain't done yet because we don't want you choking from all this joking. Welcome to Inner Idiot Podcast. I am your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the bumbling, and the oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin.
2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Woo! Like clockwork every time.
Found it.
Next up, he is the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books. He's been petting kitty and grabbing titty since I don't remember when. He ain't got a shirt on, and that's just for you ladies. 2 claps and a Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh. Woo!
Perfect.
Next up, we don't have a next up, and we have sad news for you. Dr. Miles Sham has gone on hiatus and temporarily retired.
Yeah, I mean, he had some scheduling issues with babysitters and stuff like that, so he's had to step back for a moment, and just kind of get that situated or whatever. We understand and whatnot. Tyler wanted to throw a goodbye episode, but I still don't think it would be appropriate considering, like, if as soon as he gets a babysitter, he will be more than willing to come back on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It made it sound like it's going to be a while. Which is fine.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really talked with him about it. So, I mean, possibly.
Possibly.
Possibly. I don't know.
You know,
But, you know, if we call him and ask him, you know, he'll come back on here with bells and whistles.
with bells and whistles. All right. Now, we had discussed it a few minutes ago before we had the debacle. I'm just saying, how do you wear the whistles when you wear bells and whistles?
I imagine it's just a whistle. I just like, you know, fucking lifeguard or some shit.
Yes, but it says whistles. It's plural, which means there's multiple whistles.
Maybe they're just wearing bells and they whistles.
No, that doesn't check out. I want to wear multiple whistles so multiple people can blow me at once.
It sounds unsanitary, Ty.
And I want to know how that works. Because, look, we had discussed it once, so it's not happening organically now. But if you wear multiple whistles, people can blow you at the same time. Like, not in the same activity setting. Because I've had that before. And, you know, one would whistle while the other one played.
Let's not say activity setting. Let's just say event.
Event.
That sounds better to me.
Does it?
Yeah. Like you're gonna have your whistle blown multiple times during an activity. Okay, fine. But like, let's make it sound a little bit like, I don't know, professional or better.
Yeah, professional.
Yeah.
That's the word we want to use.
Yeah, like, you know, let's just call it straight up, just call it an event.
I mean, this is true.
It is an event.
It is.
You know
if you're getting your whistle blown, it's a goddamn event.
Yeah.
For sure. But in mine, one would blow on the whistle, and the other one would, you know, just look at me and play with the bells.
Yeah, exactly right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they would just trade off. But if you're wearing multiple whistles, then they can both blow you and
you
play.
know, I gotta say, I'm not equipped with multiple whistles, so
we can fix that. We just gotta figure out how to wear like toggles on the shirt instead of toggles. They're whistles. You put a little whistle on your zipper. That'd be the best place to wear a whistle. Yeah.
All right, I think I'm getting my analogies crossed.
I think they've been crossed. We just crossed the whole thing.
God damn it.
Oh, that would suck if your whistle got stuck on your zipper, though. Oh,
Have you ever done that?
yes, it's painful. And it leaves a mark.
I know.
Oh, leaves an awful
It
mark.
ruins your entire month.
Yeah. The event is over at that point.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, they shut the doors down early.
Yep.
Last call didn't even happen. It was like, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here.
If you ordered food, you ain't getting it. You already paid, but you're fucked.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Sorry.
Oh. All right. Well, today's episode, look, so we're going to talk about Googling some stuff. And this came about because I went to Google something yesterday and I had to stop myself because I didn't even want to see it in my search history. Like, I didn't want to know that I was Googling this. Even though I'm not telling you, if I didn't want to know, if I didn't want myself to know, I don't want other people to know.
This is the moment in time where I need like 100 people in the fucking like views that way and say, everybody bully him to do it.
I would do it then, but dude, it wasn't even like, it was just it was really cringy, I guess. Like, it wasn't anything like bad per se.
What does yeet mean?
I have Googled that years ago. I'm not even gonna lie. I heard somebody say it a bunch of times. I'm like, well, what the fuck does this mean? And I didn't want to ask because, you know, sometimes there's something that's so widely used and you just don't know what the fuck it means.
I call one of the teenagers I'm related to and I'm like, tell me what this means.
Your own personal Google. That way you don't have to see it in your Google search history, how much of an old man you are.
See, I usually don't even look at my Google search history, so I'm, because I'm already ashamed of it.
That's what they make incognito for.
Oh, yeah.
But see, I don't even want to do this shit on incognito because incognito is strictly reserved for porn for me. Like, that's all I use incognito for.
Cool beans.
And that's just because if one of my kids picks up my phone, I don't need them seeing a bunch of weird shit. You know what I mean?
Daddy, what's Pornhub?
Yeah, exactly. I just recently went back to Pornhub. Like, I had forsaken it many years ago, and I'd used X videos. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you know what? Let's see what these other sites are up to nowadays. It's about the same as it was before.
Yeah,
my phone operates a little slower after using it, but you know. All right. So in what order should we do this? Because we made 2 top 5s today. One is top 5. Hey, Josh Williams on the live. Nice to see you, buddy. We had some technical difficulties, so the live's a little cattywampus.
The first, 8 minutes are jack shit.
Yeah, but...
The 5-minute timer plus 3 minutes.
Yeah, but we're here now, and it's good. But anyways, so our 2 top 5s are the last 5 things we Googled and the top 5 things we think that we Google. So should we do it in the order of we'll do the top 5 things that we think we Google and then compare it to the last 5 things we Googled? You know, saying Googled a bunch over and over is it's rough on the throat for some reason. I don't know why. Googled. I don't know. Something about it is hard on the mouth. When you
said that, I heard this thing that the success of any great company is how it would sound if you're coming to it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to test this. Next time I have a girlfriend and there is steady sex involved, I'm changing the company every time.
Sure.
She's like, why the fuck are you screaming out McDonald's?
Google, Apple, Motorola.
Motorola's, Motorola. Yeah, Motorola is it. It's that shit.
It's going to be fucking weird.
It is going to be weird. But, you know, if she loves me, then, hey.
She might not after that. She might be an Apple girl, and the moment you say Samsung, she'll be like, get out.
Yeah, fucking you use an Android?
Boo, get out.
All right, so you want to start us off? Which way are we going to do this?
Well, I tell you what, let's do the things that we think,
All right.
and then what we actually have.
All right.
All right. So, what I think I Google in no particular order. I don't know, I don't know how often I would Google each one of these, but I know it would be common amongst my Googles. So, a random social study for like psychological reasons and stuff like that. I'm always reading them, so chances are if I talk about them with you or Miles or whomever, like I'll think about it. I'm like, man, they've had to do a study about it, so I'll Google it. Upcoming comics.
I knew that was going to be on
Yeah,
there.
I know I Google it at least once a week. Statues release or when they're going to be delivered.
You
Or
order a lot of statues.
Or estimated. Yeah, I know.
And you have such a good collection of them. You don't even have like the janky ones. Like you got the fucking big glorious ones. The ones that like if you drop this on somebody's head, it's probably going to smash their head.
That sword's made out of real steel.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's real steel. Anime release dates for like upcoming seasons and stuff like that. I'm always on top of it.
They're never right though. Never. Unless it's like it's releasing next week.
Dr. Stone was right.
Was it? Chainsaw Man season 2 needs to come out like a snap.
Season 1 just got done.
I know, and they need to fucking do season 2 like right now.
Well, you calm down, buddy. I waited like fucking 4 years for Overlord season 4, I think. And now I gotta wait probably another 3 years to get season 5.
I know, it's so crazy how long some of these seasons take to come out.
Mm-hmm. And then next up is voice actors' tour dates.
For signatures?
Yes.
For their John Hancock's?
Yeah.
All right, let's fact check this to the last 5 things you Googled.
So the last 5 things I Googled was Full Metal Alchemist 2003 voice actors English dub. So partially right. And then Sunny Straight touring 2023 schedule.
What is it? Sunny Straight?
Sunny Straight.
What is Sunny Straight?
It's one of the voice actors.
Who does he voice act?
Mace Hughes.
Oh, okay.
From Full Metal Alchemist.
Great character.
Yes.
I cried like a little baby, like a little hungry, angry baby.
100%. Penn Station, because I was looking up the hours for it last night. Korok Torture, which is from the new Legend of Zelda game. Dude, you can like, I was telling one of the guys at work about it, and I was like, dude, you can actually torture the Koroks now.
What's a Korok?
It is a little forest creature that, like, they go around and hand you seeds. It's basically Korok shit. Like, they're little, like, they're basically fucking forest, for lack of a better word, sprite. Like, almost a fairy.
So you're just out here torturing fairies, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, like, you, like, seriously, if I click on Google if I click on it right now and like Google it again, it'll come up and like show me somebody crucifying one. Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
In a game?
Dude, it's great.
Golly.
You have the ability to attach things to other things, and now we can attach Koroks to those things, so people are just straight up abusing these little pieces of shit.
Damn.
It's so great. And then the weather, because I always check the weather before I get dressed in the morning.
So I don't Google the weather because, you know, I have the weather button on my phone because I'm not a fucking peasant. So I can just hit the weather button and it tells me what the weather's going to be for the next 7 days. Or at least it's best guess.
My name's Tyler and I'm a piece of shit. I'm royalty.
Royalty on my fucking Android that fucking...
When in doubt, pinky out.
When in doubt, pinky up. Is that what you said?
Pinky out.
Oh,
When in doubt,
great.
pinky out.
I like that.
You've never heard that phrase?
No.
Come on, dog. For real?
That's how we're closing the show today.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Anyways, so here's the 5 things I think I Google the most.
Okay.
Celebrities. I'll be watching something and I'll just want to learn about that celebrity a little bit.
Okay.
Or I'll want to see more photos of that celebrity. So celebrities is going to be on there.
Yeah, dude. Whenever you see a hot chick, you're like, man, I gotta see her more.
That or it's like, what have I seen this person in?
That also, yeah. That happens to me a lot.
Because I'm really good about like for some reason when it comes to like movies, games, music, like I have a really good memory for those things. Next up is games like release dates, how-tos. I'll get into certain games and I'll be like I just hyperfixate on them. It's the ADHD in me. It's like if I don't hyperfixate on it, then I ain't gonna pay no attention to it.
Right.
How to say things in Spanish. I do that a lot.
Why?
Because Spanish is beautiful, and the more fucked up things that I could say to people in Spanish, the more enriched my life has become.
Okay.
Definitions of words, and that happens a lot less nowadays because, you know, my vocabulary has grown so much. I like words, obviously. I mean, we say them now for a semi-living. So I look up definitions a lot. Like, what word can I say today to really confuse somebody? But I still have the vernacular of a drunk toddler, but still, my vocabulary is extensive.
Good.
And parenting things. Yeah. Like, how much could I sell my kid for if I really needed this? Or, you know, how do I get my kid to stop being a fuck nut? Things like that. I'm told in the chat, try some Arabic words. I'll try them. I love other languages. I can't speak them for shit, but they're so pretty. Most of them are, except for German. There was this one time I had to go into Mubia's bathroom. All right. And it was at 6800. You remember the 6800 building? And there was 4 urinals. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I had to use like the second one on the left. I couldn't use an end for some reason. And well, 2 German guys come in, and there's 3 urinals to the right of me, right? The one decides to stop right on the one on the left of me, and the other one directly on the right of me. This is a fucked up situation already. They both didn't have to stand next to me. They both look at each other. I'm in the crosshairs of 2 big, and they're tall. You remember the Germans. They were so tall. Mm-hmm. I'm in the crosshairs of them speaking while we all have our dicks in our hands, draining the main vein, and they start speaking Russian and chuckling.
German, buddy.
German. That's what I meant to say. I said Russian. I don't know why. I was rushing through the story is what I was doing. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so they're speaking German and chuckling. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. I was a little scared. Here I am. Like, there's not many more vulnerable times than when you're standing at a urinal, your pants aren't all the way on.
Right.
You got your pee-pee in your hand. What are you going to do? Have you seen Hostel? Some fucked up shit can happen from some foreigners sometimes, you know? I mean, these Europeans are crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
Golly. All right.
That's when you turn your head and look at them. Das ist gut.
Das ist so good.
Das ist gut, yeah.
Nein. All right. Anyways. All right. So here.
That or you just really piss them off and go, Hi Hitler.
What is that?
Hi Hitler.
Oh, God. All right. Next
Choose
up.
bad.
All right. So that was the top 5 things I think I Googled. Now it's time for the last 5 things I Googled. Tallow and pemmican. I'm not sure if I said pemmican right. Do you know what? I feel like this is something you would know what it is.
Tallow sounds familiar.
So
it sounds like a soap byproduct.
It is a byproduct of something,
okay.
And it looks like soap, but it's not. It's edible. So, and it started with pemmican. So pemmican, tallow is an ingredient in pemmican. Pemmican is meat that is sat out for 1 to 5 years, but it can last over a decade if it's stored in a cool room. And it's just old. It's usually a beef, and it's got some like berries in it, and tallow. And what tallow is tallow is a like a beef fat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it kind of tastes like butter.
Yeah, it's actually in the middle process of making soap because they use animal fat. They use animal fat to make soaps, or used to at least. I don't know if they still do.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like that's what tallow is.
So yeah, that was the last thing I Googled because
And pemmican is the meat itself.
yes, pemmican is the meat itself.
Gotcha.
And dude, you eat it. It's like 10 years old sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like stored.
Yeah, aged beef. Yeah.
And it's not stored in a fridge or a freezer.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's like got the consistency of a cookie. It's weird, man.
I'll believe you. I don't know.
But apparently, like, you can really, like, it's really rich in nutrients and stuff. Next up is Priyanka Chopra.
The Chupacabra?
No, it's Nick Jonas's wife. I started watching this show called Citadel. It's only got 4 episodes out. It's fucking amazing. It's on Amazon Prime, and she's in it. So she also used to be in this show called Quantico. And then she was in the new Baywatch movie. She's this Indian woman, and she is chef's kisses. Absolutely chef's kisses. Shorty, Google her, and you will understand. Next up is Boomtown Whiskey and Biscuits photos. I don't know what I was thinking when I was like, you know what? Let me just see a picture of some biscuits and gravy. That's all I need. Just show me the biscuits and gravy. Next up is apartments near me. Golly, there's nothing on the market right now.
No. Nothing for decent price.
No, 2 bedrooms for $1,600 a month. Fuck that. I need a 3-bedroom, and I ain't trying to pay that goddamn much. Like, even the shit in the fucking hood right now is outrageous. 1 bedroom's going for $950. Fuck that. And the last thing, because I'm still stuck on this, is Thomas the Train. Yeah.
His name is Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Train?
No.
Look, the people have spoken.
The people are dumb. And I will stand by that. I do not mind. A train is a bunch of locomotive cars, or not even locomotive cars linked together on a track, a rail system. And the locomotive can be a diesel engine, a tank engine, a coal tender, steam engine. And I think that's all the ones I can that's all the ones I can think of off the top of my head.
I'm going to give you a rail system.
I'm too tired for you today.
What about a fusion engine?
That doesn't exist yet.
A nuclear engine.
Exists, but not on trains.
Atomic engine. Isn't that same as nuclear? Kind of, maybe, yes.
Probably, I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I ain't a goddamn scientist. I ain't never been one.
Yeah.
Probably won't ever be one.
They're trying to make one in Japan that runs completely off of solar energy, but
a solar engine? That just sounds cool.
The solar train. They're building a new bullet train that is supposed to like make 2 stops or 3 stops, I guess. One on either like the southernmost point of Japan, the middle of Japan, and then the northernmost point of Japan. And they're trying to design it to where it only runs off of solar energy.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I Googled that last week.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't in your top 5?
No, not 5 most recent.
Well, seeing as you're so tired today, we're going to take a little pause for the calls. You want to wrap it up, or do you want to take a pause for the calls?
How long have we been recording?
I don't know. How long is this episode so far?
22 minutes and 58 seconds.
That's up to you. I know you're tired today, bud.
Well, we can pause it for the closet and then pause it for the closet. I like that one. Don't worry what we do there. Yeah, I got this. Hold on.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now. And then?
And then we're recording already.
We're recording?
Yeah.
We ain't even going to figure out what the hell we're talking about?
No, I'll tell you. So,
He said, no, I'll tell you. Don't worry.
so because
Lay back, girl.
Miles is taking a small sabbatical and trying to work some stuff out, you know, in his personal life and get things situated or whatever. I would like to throw the offer out to somebody local. If you watch, you like, you listen, send us a video, post it on our Facebook thing for the world to see, to let us know you're comfortable with it, of an audition of you wanting to be on the Inner Idiot.
I'm here for it.
And you have to be willing to either be humiliate yourself,
And humiliate us at the same time.
humiliate us, yes. Don't get your fucking feelings hurt.
But, you know, really, they don't even have to be local anymore.
No, but I would prefer it as far as being in.
Yeah.
It does add a good. It adds a little bit more of an element for us, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is
'Cause,
easier to
I
interact
don't
when they're in the
mind
room.
talking as if there's an audience listening. That doesn't bother me at all. But I do enjoy talking to just you, just Miles, and just Kara.
Right.
And Kara has struggled getting out of her shell a little bit. You know, as soon as the mics are off, she's fine. But the problem is she knows people are going to listen, and that freaks her out. And I told her, I was like, you know, you just pretend they're not going to hear you.
Right.
So, I just pretend like nobody's ever going to hear this, and I don't give a shit. But I also don't care if people hate me or love me.
I'd say most people love us.
I hope so.
I mean, all the messages I get are usually people loving us. By the way, I got a message for you the other day that Carter Caves is great, and you should check it out. We were talking about...
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so Amos sent me that message to relay to you.
Awesome.
He also sent me a message today, actually, because it's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me this song, and it's by a rapper, but this rapper ended up doing a country song. It's called Dax, To Be a Man. It's actually a really good song.
I know of Dax.
I've never heard of him.
I've heard a few of his songs. They've come across my TikTok and whatnot, which is weird because I have no rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was weird, but some of the music that I've heard of his is actually pretty good.
Nick DiTucci says we suck, though.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I get it. I love him to death, so it doesn't matter.
Did I say that last name right?
I have no idea.
I know it sounds cool. DiTucci. It sounds so dirty.
He probably says it a lot better, and it probably sounds sexy, but I mean, that's just his voice.
Yeah, well, maybe Nick DiTucci needs to come on. I just want to keep saying it.
You're just...
he said I said it right.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, hell yeah. Look at that. Reading skills and shit.
You're dumb.
How would you say it? I mean, I don't think it works now that we know how to actually say it, but how would you say? Yeah, you gotta put the chef fingers up.
I would say DiTucci, yeah.
Chef's kisses while you say it. The emoji, though, Nick, it looks like ball tickles.
Now, Josh, to be fair, we would actually, we could probably do a solid moving around of schedules to get you on.
Yeah, for sure.
So, we can manipulate and move stuff around, and we can hammer it out. I'm here for it.
Josh Williams is one of my favorite people. Look, if you want some more wholesome content than what we put out, you know, if we're a little too dirty for you, too vulgar, whatever, he is a part of a great show called Pod Bless. Mm-hmm. It's the complete other end of the fucking world than what we do.
We talk about, like the good stuff, like the annihilation of a certain, religious group. And
God.
they talk about like uplifting each other and being a part of a religious group. Not that one, though.
You kill me with this, man.
Dude, I was like left and right last night. Me and my girl were talking, and just she kept setting me up for just like, I don't know, sick burns.
She just opened the door and you just walked right
Dude,
through
for
it.
like an hour straight. She's like, you need to stop. It's like, I can't turn it off.
Quit opening the door. Quit lining them up, and I'll quit knocking them down.
Exactly right.
All right, so the offer's out there, people. If you would like to, put your hand out and try your hand at the broadcasting world, whatever you want to call it, be heard by the whole fucking globe, here's your chance.
At least one person in every state.
Every state, and it's like 70 some odd countries.
Something like that. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while.
So it's there for you, people. You know what to do. The ball's in your court. You got anything else today?
Well, I mean, the second segment's only been 5 minutes.
Oh, well.
But no, I have nothing else. I have nothing.
You have nothing? I know you're tired, man.
I'm ready for a fucking nap. I kind of want to open my statue, but I'm not going to do that live.
You shouldn't call it a nap. You should go to bed, my guy.
Yeah, see, I don't know if you understand how my sleep works.
I understand. I don't understand how it works, but I know how it works.
Oh,
if that makes sense.
Miserably is how it works.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
It doesn't work.
Well, no, the problem was I got the new Zelda game, and I was like, hey, you know what sounds like a great idea? Playing this. You know what sounds like a terrible idea? Stopping to sleep.
Yeah, but you're going to have to, man.
Oh, I know. Like, I'll put it down today. I fell asleep the other night. The boys got to come in the house, and Ethan and Owen made a bet with each other to whether or not I was awake playing it or asleep. And so, like, they walk in the house, and Ethan's like, Owen, you owe me $5. And I was like, what's going on? And they tell me what's up, and I started laughing. I was like, y'all are fucking stupid. But then it turns into me. It's fucking amazing. It's super good. But it turned into I'm playing it on my TV. Liam, the 8-year-old or 9-year-old, I don't fucking know how old he is anymore. He's playing it on his little Switch right next to me. Ethan's playing it in my bedroom because I have an extra dock in there. Owen's playing in his room, and then Jim's playing it. So all 5 of us are sitting in this house playing the same game. Just fucking hammering it out.
And there's no multiplayer to it, right?
No, there's no multiplayer. It's completely open world. So you just run around and fucking do shit. Like, it's not... And I was trying to explain to one of my buddies who hasn't played a Zelda game in probably, like, 15 to 20 years. Like, it is not the Zelda games that you grew up with. It is completely different. I mean, as far as, like, it's similar to Breath of the Wild. So if you played Breath of the Wild, it is more of that, but a lot more of that. Yeah.
The last one I played was A Link to the Past, Super Nintendo.
It's a fuck ton more than that.
Yeah, maybe I'll pick it up, try it out. I don't know. I'm waiting for Diablo 4 to come out in a couple weeks. I have that
Do you
pre-ordered.
have a Switch?
Yeah, I have it. I don't play it much though anymore.
I would definitely check it out. It's been a blast or whatever, and the fact that you can do all kinds of crazy shit and do weird stuff.
Torture Korax, is that what they're called?
Koroks. Yeah. The little green village people that hand you poop.
That's so weird.
It's fucking stupid, dude. They call them Korok seeds, but they're literal shit. That's literally what it is. And then there's this big fat guy that, like, you give them to. Like, he's a giant Korok. And, like, you give those to him, and he gives you, like, every time you give him one, he improves your inventory space.
Is this the guy that we watched a little TikTok on the other day? Where somebody, like, Zelda picked him up and he smashed her? No? Who is that? You remember what I'm talking about, right?
Vaguely, but it's not him. But no, like, as you're collecting them so he can take those seeds and put them in his maracas. So he's fucking shaking around fucking Karak shit for maraca seeds or whatever.
Hell yeah.
But dude, I've had a blast. Like fucking, I know like 9 people who went to the midnight release. I couldn't because I had to work.
Yeah, stupid work. Fuck adulting.
I regret it. I should have gone to the fucking midnight release. I should have called in.
Bro, you ever pick up some of our cue cards and just read some of our fucking top 5s that don't have a heading on them?
No.
You want to hear some of them?
The ones that don't have a heading or the ones that do?
These are completely no context.
Oh.
So we can end the show with this, right?
Sure.
Let's hear it. All right, so here's one. I don't know what these top 5s are, people, so you can make your assumptions. Number 5 is vending machine. Number 4 is masturbating. Number 3 is death by snake.
Okay, well, I know what this is then.
Number 2 is eating popcorn. And number 1 is pooping, sitting, and wiping.
Yeah, you don't want things how you do not want to die.
You think that's it? I think you're probably right.
You don't want to die by a snake.
Well, no, definitely not.
Like, I doubt you want to die from a vending machine because you're like, oh boy, a Snickers bar. No, death. And dying while masturbating, like, are you dying during the action or during the finale?
I don't know, but you know how I want to come back as a ghost. Naked with a heart on, so I could just stick my pee-pee around the corner and just be like, ooh.
Have you seen the video of the chick that's addicted to sucking ghost dick?
No, but I've heard about it.
Okay, well, I'll look it up and show that to you.
All right, your next no context is organizing, taking socks off, Q-tips, peeing outside, and taking pictures and videos while I'm on the dumper dome.
Things that make you genuinely excited.
That's probably right.
Or close to it.
Oh, this next one was movies, so that one's easy. Number 5 is pee in the shower. Number 4, if you don't know Soft Kitty, then we can't be friends. Number 3 is milk before cereal. Number 2, if you can't name at least 3 Pokemon. And number 1 is if you don't like me.
Red flags.
I think that's right.
That's red flags. That's got to be
or
red
no,
flags.
It's not if you don't like me. It's if you like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a huge red flag if you like me.
Right.
All right, what's the next one? Top 5. Oh, I know anything where I get to sleep. Yeah, that's top 5 things I want to be. I know that one. That one has a heading. Boom. Let's see. Let's find one more. All right. No, I know what that one is. That's top 5.
He knows himself too well.
I do. Some of these things are just... Here, this one wasn't written by me. This is not my handwriting. Here we go. Top 5. Number 1 is a vacuum. And this person doesn't even number them like me. Number 2 is a gym membership. Number 3 is boxing gloves. Number 4 is edible underwear. And number 5 is new shoes or pants.
Top 5 things you want for Christmas.
I feel like it's top 5 things you shouldn't get somebody on Valentine's Day.
You shouldn't give your significant other edible underwear?
I
like,
think,
here's the appetizer to your gift, honey.
Yeah, but that's not really for them. That's for you.
What if they're edible boxers? Like,
you get yourself edible boxers?
Yeah, but like, here, honey, look what you get to do.
What are the boxers made out of, though?
Fucking, I don't know, licorice or some shit. I don't fucking know what they make edible panties and shit out of. I've never had edible panties or fucking anything like that. Though I probably should because I fucking love sweets. I love candy.
Yeah?
Buy my old lady some edible underwear.
I always think of when you say edible underwear, I think of like the fucking, the edible necklaces.
That's what I think of.
That's what I think of. Like just little hard candies on a string. But see, I'm not into mixing sex and food either. So like once that hard candy gets up in the vagina, I don't want to eat it. I want to eat the vagina, but I don't want to eat the hard candy that's up there.
I have this sudden urge to want to try a pussy pickled lollipop.
A pussy pickled
I don't know how else to say it.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how else do you describe it? Like, fucking, like...
Pussy pickled lollipop. I love it. I'm here for it.
I cannot think of another way to do it.
Pussy pickled lollipop. That's the tweet, y'all.
We're bringing it back.
Bringing it back. Oh my god, dude, that's fucking great. But speaking of food, I was given some popcorns last week.
Yeah, how were they? She wanted to know.
The Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn was good. The Funfetti popcorn, I had to fight for it. Everybody in the house wanted to eat it. It was goddamn delicious. It was Narnia in my mouth, fucking magical.
Good.
I had to look. You're a wizard, Harry. Fuck, it was so magical.
Good.
But all right, that's it. That's all we got for today. Get you some sleep, man.
I plan on it.
So in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
remember, when in doubt, pinky's out. Cue the music. We out.